Travis here with TechRaptor. I'm here with Will from Privateer Press, the designer and lead developer of Undercity, his most recent game for Privateer Press. He's going to give us a quick overview of the game, and then we're going to head into some gameplay.
So the game is about a small mercenary company operating out of the city of Corvus, one of our major cities in the Iron Kingdom setting. And it's called the Undercity because that city has a very extensive underground that's full of all kinds of nefarious activities. So these guys are working with the City Watch, doing some contract labor, and they stumble across a big problem. And so through the 7 chapters of the game, you go through deeper into this bigger problem and eventually run into the Cephalics, who are a fairly nasty sub-faction in our setting that hangs out underground and does all kinds of experimentation on people and stuff. So it comes with 44 miniatures and a board, and of course the 7 chapters, and each has a unique setup. And you play as one of the 4 heroes, and the game has persistent character growth throughout the campaign. So you get experience as a group, and you share that at the end of every chapter, and then you make your character better, and you see how your character grows over the course of the thing.
So playing as the heroes is a fully cooperative game?
It is fully cooperative. All of the villain stuff is operated by rules and cards and very few player decisions. So you can focus on the cooperation of being a team and not have to worry about running the game and being the bad guys.
So are there any hard fail states in the campaign?
There are. People can lose all of their health. Persistence of health is a thing, and you have some limited resources on how often you can heal and revive other players, so you have to worry about that for a little bit. And of course, this difficulty scales up as you go, so it gets a little bit harder, but you're also improving as you go. So there's a bit of a balance there.
So obviously this is set in the Iron Kingdoms.
Yes.
Was the impetus to design a co-op game set in the Iron Kingdoms, or did you have the idea for the game and then?
Well, we came at it from 2 directions. We wanted to make an Iron Kingdoms board game, and we wanted to make it very much a light role-playing experience. So the first thing that was on the design brief a few years ago was we wanted to be compatible with the Iron Kingdoms role-playing game line and also be a standalone co-op experience. So that's where we started, and every decision we made was based on that. I took a lot of the existing role-playing game rules and modified them and abstracted them and tweaked them and turned them into board game mechanics. And then we did a bunch of other stuff just to make the board game function, and then created the AI mechanic to make it co-op. And then everything over the last couple of years of development had just been kind of refining it toward that point.
So existing players of the RPG will be able to take all of these miniatures and use them in the RPG.
These do double duty because there's some stuff on the bases for the miniatures that's not used in this game, but is part of the RPG rules. So they are completely compatible, and this kind of works like a GM kit. If you want to just jump right in with this and run RPG games with it, you can.
Excellent. Did you approach the design with the original intent to make this crossover with the RPG?
Yes. Crossing over with the RPG was an important aspect of the component design, and then an intro to the concepts that we use in War Machine and Hordes and the Iron Kingdoms RPG was part of the rules development the entire time. We decided from the beginning that we were going to use the 2 dice system that's very familiar with War Machine and Hordes players, and everything beyond that was based on that system. Stats will look very familiar to players of the RPG or the tabletop miniatures game, and a lot of other things are kind of a gateway drug for your friends. If you have friends who have never quite wanted to pick up the complexity of War Machine and Hordes with the painting and all those things because they're just standoffish about that, or they're not necessarily role players, this is that intro product where you can say, see, it's this easy. You roll 2 dice, you look at that number, you look at that number, and then maybe you can transition into that greater experience of the Iron Kingdoms, playing the War Machine game, playing Hordes, playing the role-playing game. Or it could just exist as the way that your group experiences the setting.
So for players that are on the fence about starting an actual RPG, this would be the place to start.
And since it's completely compatible with all the RPG concepts, if you just buy one of the books, your friends and you can take the board game experience and just kind of transition it into then using a lot of the same components for the RPG.
Excellent. Hey, I appreciate your time. Thanks for running us through an overview of the Undercity. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks.